All right, boys, we're here at break number 592. I apologize for the later break runs tonight. For anybody that doesn't know me personally outside of the sports card environment, played quite a bit of slow pitch softball. I played on the same slow pitch softball team. If you're familiar with U-Trip or ASA or any of the sanctions, I played all the way up into C, which isn't very high at all. I'm not like saying that, with the same team for 7 years, I think. The team this year folded completely. So I had to find a new team, so I was hitting BP in the batting cages with some of my new teammates or whatever else, meeting them and whatnot. So that's why I was a little bit late tonight. On top of, obviously can't do that till Joseph goes to bed with the wife still. Not able to lift the good old unit that he is. So let's get rolling here in 592. Hope everybody's having a good night. We will run the Bowman Chrome after this. If for whatever reason you didn't settle your team in this, I did check the payments. I have to message, I think, like 2 or 3 guys. Please, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt to not take you out of your spot. The fact that you didn't pay before this started breaking, do not screw me over, because I will just, honestly, I'll just put people on the scammers. I don't got time to chase down people's payments after the fact, but need to run this before it got too late tonight. We have Cal Ripken Jr., Project 20, Charm City, Ben Baller Descartes. I don't really ever do that, but the couple guys have been in other breaks, and I'm assuming they seem like good fellas, so I'm assuming they're going to end up getting settled. We have 5 autographs in the Topps Chrome 2020. Let's say has some possible Bichette and Luis Robert rookie cards. We're going to have the Topps Chrome Update Series. We'll have the Suzuki, the Bobby Witt, the J-Rod Torque rookies in Chrome. 2 boxes of Finest. 2 boxes of Triple Threads. We're going to have a Museum Collection and a Stadium Club. I also just got a fresh case of Museum Collection that came in the mail today. I have some Super Jumbos for Bowman Draft that we'll post tomorrow since the Bowman Chrome filled up. Did I say Super Draft? I meant Super Jumbos for Draft. What else? There's kind of housekeeping things are there. There's a pre-order up for Series 1 Jumbos and Hobbies. I will be running Pick Your Team and Random Team breaks. I'll try to get out a price list this weekend. Probably won't happen because Joseph's birthday is Saturday. So it'll probably be on Monday or Tuesday. I'll have a price preview of what the Pick Your Team is going to be. Please note that the Orioles, I'm sure, being that this is a Baltimore-based group, so I have a lot of people from Baltimore. The Orioles will probably be a hard team to get, as you'll probably have to be right on when it first drops. And one of the first people to say something, just so you guys know. So don't get too frustrated. It's just the first go around to Series 1 doesn't mean that I won't get more Series 1 or have it in Mixers itself. So I'm sure you'll have a chance to get your hands on the Orioles in Series 1 in the first couple whatever. Because I'm sure there's going to be people that aren't just Baltimore-based trying to get the Orioles as well, with Adley and Gunnar in there. I do recommend, if you are an Orioles fan, to grab a jumbo box. If it's not for me, if you don't get in before I sell out of the 4 cases that I'm offering, which is only 24 boxes, so there's a chance that I do run out. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get more. I can't make a promise on that. I would recommend getting a jumbo or even a hobby box. You're probably going to get a base Gunnar, base Adley Rutschman, which I know that people are going to say it's probably going to be a little bit, I wouldn't say overproduced. Nothing's overproduced if the demand's there for the product. You can't overproduce something if there's demand for it. But it is one of the deeper rookie classes, so even if you don't get your guys, look at some of the other teams, look at some of the other rookies. If you have questions about teams or questions about some of the rookies, let me know. I mean, I think one of the sleeper teams in the box is going to be the Pirates. I think Liover Peguero is going to be an amazing player, but he's just, no one's even talking about him because he's not Adley Rutschman or Gunnar Henderson or any of the other guys that are above him in the pecking order of rookie cards. But I think it's probably the deepest, which means the regular boxes and other things like Inception are going to be nasty this year. But I have a big theory they're pushing out the rookie class like this because the more rookies you have in it, the more people want to chase certain rookies of their team, and the more they can have in product. Where like last year, they pretty much tried to have a Wander Franco carry an entire like line of products for the first quarter of the year, and it just didn't really work out for them. So I think that's kind of why they went the route of pushing a bigger rookie class to start this year, is my opinion. Getting some of the guys in there that might not normally have been in Series 1. I guess they still held the kid from Arizona for Series 2, though, Corbin Carroll. So I'm assuming he's going to be the guy that headlines Series 2. And he'll probably be in some of the middle of the year drops like Tier 1. And that'll be like the first time you see him, kind of when they inserted J-Rod and Bobby Witt this year into stuff was what I think Tier 1 was the first time they were in product. Should be an interesting year because whenever Nolan Gorman's like the 6th or 7th best guy on the radar for rookies, I mean, that's kind of crazy because he's been, I mean, they've been talking about him for a while. You got Connor Joe to start us off, Matt Olson, Adam Frazier, Nick Pavetta, Krisen Siegert, Paddock, Gary Sanchez, Alcantar, Jose Iglesias, Hunter Green on the Generation Now, Hunter Green on the purple base going to the Reds. Yeah, Francisco Alvarez is in. I have to relook over the entire checklist again, but Francisco Alvarez, is he in the rookie class to start? I mean, it would make sense he would be because he should be on the opening day starting roster, I would assume. Especially with them trading away the catchers. We got A.J. Pollock, Michael Fulmer. I have Kyle Bradish, Tyler Naquin, Austin Nola, Matt Duffy, Jose Altuve, and Owen Miller. I have Brad Miller, Goodrum, Mike Brosseau, Odor, Jorge Soler, Brian Lavastida, Randy Johnson, Trevor Story, Plummer, Matt Brash, Melendez, Austin Meadows, Detmers, William Woods, Wander Franco on the Generation Now, Mackenzie Gore. We have Felix Bautista, Andre Pallett, Bryson Stott on the debut, Jock Peterson on the purple, Elder. Why'd they put these like every 2 cards is the other way? Bo Brzezicki, Ian Happ, the Pittsburgh native, Tony Gonzalez had a really good year, Taylor Walls, Dundano, Spencer Torkelson on the update, Freddie Freeman, Michael Lorenzen, Cateau, Bryce Harper, and it's J-Rod purple, but it's definitely off center. I think, Brett Beatty might be a better sleeper than Nolan Gorman. I don't think Nolan Gorman's even going to start, dude, to be honest. If I'm keeping it 100. We have Bassett, Smith, Zimmer, Jacob Stallings, Wentz, Renfroe, Heliot Ramos, George Kirby, and I have Pipiat, Cesar Hernandez, Chacon, Nick Lodolo on the purple. Oh, my Lord. We have Montero, Perez, Tim Anderson, Jose Miranda, Gabriel Arias, Hunter Dozier, Julio Rodriguez, 40 out of 50 on the Chrome update. And this one is beautifully centered going to the Mariners. And Brett, I was gonna say they can fuck up the purple if you get the gold. That's a pretty card right there. We got Jose Trevino, JJ Matevich, Stott, Lou Gehrig, Suzuki on the debut on the purple. Rich Hill, Heliot Ramos, Shane Baz. I have Adrian Martinez, Jeremy Pena, Cole Irvin, Royce Lewis. If we fill some stuff this weekend, I'll make JJ jump in a trash can on Saturday. We have Scherzer, I'm joking. Povar, Pujols, Pete Alonso, Gray, Tapia, Greinke, Adam Hazley, Royce Lewis on the nice debut purple. That's actually well centered. Does Austin have the Twins? He does not. Fusti got him this time. We got McCutchen, Castellanos, and David Ortiz That's going to wrap us up. -1 purple card I didn't get my hands on, and that's Jake Marisnick for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's going to be the update. Having a huge J-Rod in that box. I was going to say, let's go with, we'll run some Stadium Club here. Get out some of these boxes that are a bit more long-winded. Some of the best pictures in all of baseball. Jarren Duran going to the Red Sox. And that's Brody Sanders. Say, Brody, if you want this, I'll figure out a way to ship it to you. It's a rookie, but... If you don't want it, I'll give you, like... I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever one sold on eBay... I'll give you some break credit of that. If it's like a $3 or $5 card, I'll give you break credit of it. If you don't want me to ship it to you, that's really up to you. I don't mind shipping it, but it can definitely be a pain in the tush. See, this is god-awful again. Now you sound like Mike McGarity, Debbie Downer. He's like, somebody else got the Phillies. They're going to hit 18 Bryce Harper autographs. This is... I wonder if I turn... There we go. I'll turn it this way. I know some people really want them. I know there was a guy, Jacob Ogata, that he was like, yeah, dude, I want all of mine. And he hit 4 box toppers. And I was like, yeah, I want them. I was like, all right. So if you want them, you can have them. Just if you're not a big in-person autograph, they don't really, they're out there killing it in the world of, they don't sell for as much as you would think they would sell for. Bro, what the fuck? Sorry that you guys have to brutally watch me try to get through this Stadium Club. You know what? I'm just going to open them and stack them, and I'll figure out those cards when I get to them. Well, I think it would be... I mean, doesn't JJ live by you? By the way, I should have told you it was not JJ Bauer, as my brother-in-law JJ, because Joseph's birthday is Saturday. I mentioned at the beginning, but let's see, that's why JJ would be here. And I do also have a poll up for a football break if anybody's interested. If you guys want to do a big football random break for the Super Bowl, let me know. I've seen some other groups doing it. I was like, I mean, I can ask. It's not my cup of tea to just do stuff necessary for a special occasion and try to be like, it's a Super Bowl, so you should just get football cards. Like, if you don't collect football cards, you don't collect football cards. But definitely will be some good value in there if I do it. I'll post what the two options, two actual options will be tomorrow when I get the boxes all together. We got Badu, Jake Berger. We got David Wright on the red. Austin Meadows, Greg Dykman. Babe Ruth playing a saxophone. Sammy Long, Johnny Bench, Mike Piazza. Blake Wheeler. Have Vladimir Guerrero. Not numbered, but on whatever this insert is. Oh yeah, Molina. Josh Donaldson, Gallo, Suzuki, Luis Robert, Davis, Torres. Red Andrew Vaughn, Josh Bell, Eloy Jimenez, Mattingly, Glasnow, Wade Boggs, nice Bobby Witt Jr. to the Royals. Rios, Will Smith, Team of the Future. I have San Martin autograph going to the Reds. As if Reaver isn't on here enough. I was going to say, the only thing I think of is Reavers. If anybody ever played StarCraft, There was units for the Protoss called Reavers, and they were like little slug-looking, or yeah, like slug snail-looking things that shot out little robots that blew up. could only attack ground units. Did a bunch of splash damage. Got Jacob deGrom. People are like, this fucking nerd. Jonathan India, Burns, Garcia, Ryan, Tony Gwynn, Ramirez, Luis Castillo, Lou Gehrig, Brian Reynolds, Palmer, Turner, Drew Ellis, Altuve, Alfonso Rivas on the black, Hunter Green. Yeah, the other baseball break's going to be after this one, Greg. I also seen your message about tracking. I have tracking for you. We have Welker, Carlson, Hendricks, Dawson, Castillo, Pete Alonso. We have Lou Gehrig, Andrew McCutchen, Mike Trout, Kimbrel, Gurriel, Aaron Judge, Murphy, McKenzie. I have Wilson Contreras, Barry Larkin, Giancarlo Stanton, Patrick Wisdom, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Haniger, Mark McGwire, and Jackie Robinson. Got Will Clark on the die cut. Mookie Betts on the chrome. Pena, Strasburg, Will Clark, Honus Wagner, Von Rodriguez, Nola, Molina, Yount, Springer. I have Bo Bichette, Power Zone, Eli Morgan, Jose Canseco, J.D. Martinez, Nick Fortes, Jock Peterson, Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub himself. It's going to be Jose Barrios, Marte, Ozzie Smith, Gibson, Dontrelle Willis, Cabrian Hayes, Robbie Ray, Castellanos, and we have a Matt Vierling autograph going to the Phillies, and JJ. Yeah, I figured that J-Rod was worth quite a pretty penny. Got Torkelson, Team of the Future, Zach Short, Hoy Park, Chris Sale, Brian De La Cruz, McCarthy, Jose Siri, Robin Yount, Luis Gill, Spencer Torkelson, Joe Adell, Cronenworth, Ozzy Albies, Julio Rodriguez, Destiny, Musial, Rivas, McCormick, Castro, Seth Beer, Buxton, Semien, Whit Merrifield, and Jared, man. Jared Kelnick can bounce back. The Mariners outfield will be nasty. Got Suzuki, Tucker, Machado, Bryant, Cabrera. It's so weird, too, because Kelnick crushes AAA pitching. Torrey Hunter, Manoah, Anderson, Connor Seabold, Jackson, Contreras, and David Wright. Like, even after he struggled, like, somebody like Mickey Moniak, like, hit well in the minors, came up, and then didn't hit well in the pros, went down to the minors and sucked. Like, Kelnick goes down to the minors and goes bats like 350 again or some shit. It's the most ridiculous thing. I was going to say... To me, it's ridiculous, at least. Let's get into the museum collection here. This is the last box of the case we were going through. Good luck to everyone. We haven't ran a case of it. I was thinking of running a straight case of it, maybe. We got Willie Mays on the bronze, Joey Votto, Max Scherzer, Buster Posey, and we have an Austin Barnes for the Dodgers. 144 out of 299 in archival autographs. Because we haven't run just a case of this for a while, so I was thinking about maybe doing a case. But this might be 100. Like I said, I got a fresh case of it. Got delivered today. I know people do really like museum collection because you get that nice, you have a chance of a really nice case hit. It's guaranteed. It's like a 15 or less. It's they all seem to do pretty well. Selling wise has some good variety of autographs. I will say this year has some random veterans though on like random teams. I should say they're not random veterans. The Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub, like I said earlier, 61 out of 150. Going to the Cubbies. Going to Mark Terrell. Not Terrell. Terrell. Reggie Jackson, Freddie Freeman. We're going to have the Xander Bogaerts, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to have Justin Verlander and Jacob deGrom with some sick patches, 5 out of 10. I'm going to say it's going to the Astros or the Mets. So Ant Martin or Greg Wolf will have to message each of those fellas and see kind of what they want to do. Wants to buy somebody else out of it. I was going to say kind of funny because Verlander is now a Met and DeGrom's a Ranger. But it's actually those are like two really nice patches for a card like that, to be honest. So it's part of their numbers. Shane Bieber, Bobby Witt. Another Shane Bieber, Willie Mays, and a nice 11 out of 15, Bo Bichette. Going to the Blue Jays and Dylan Freiermuth on the Jays. That's a nice bow. Really nice bow, actually. $11 out of 15. Just hit for Dylan. LeBron, Joey Votto, Corey Seager, Ichiro, Darryl Strawberry, and an extra autograph, Shohei Ohtani, 98 out of 125. And Brett is smiling like a butcher's dog right now, I was going to say. Whew. Gets himself gets himself a Shohei Ohtani and a Julio Rodriguez. Sheesh. What a break to grab the Angels and the Mariners. Nice little Shohei. I was like, that's a really, really thin, So I was like, that's a really, really thin patch. When I grabbed it, I was like, man, that's not. Let's say, okay. Let's say thin patch, though. Let's say. So that is going to be Museum Collection. And that was pretty nice box, if I do say so myself. Let's get into some 2020 Topps Chrome Jumbo here. Also, just so everybody knows, for Series 1, I'm going to... All cards will ship. I'm going to... Unless you don't want your veteran base, then I won't send them. Like, I know some people just don't even want to deal with it. But I'm going to try to get... After it breaks, I'm going to try to get everything sorted by that Sunday for the first set of breaks. Next... I will say not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, I won't be able to break. I got to go on a work trip just for a day, and I'm not going to bring any cards with me. I'm going to break that Friday, but Saturday is going to be it's going to be an off day, just so you guys know. So any Series 1 breaks that are up, we're going to have to break Friday. I'll post more on Saturday to break Sunday and keep track of it. If we want to fill up some for Sunday, that would have to break on Sunday, though. Just some stuff down the road, so you're not bombarded or surprised by that. We got Kikichi to start us off. Have Morjan, Anderson, Shelton Noose, Trey Mancini. We're going to start off with an autograph here. It's going to be Lewis Thorpe going to the Twins. And Thomas Fust. Maybe Austin can fill me in what Thorpe's doing right now, because I'm not really sure. We have Samardzija, Nico Hoerner on the 1985, my apologies. Samardzija, Chapman, Joey Votto, Lorenzo Cain, Candelario, Nicky Lopez, Goldschmidt, Lucas Giolito, Archie Bradley. We have John Means on the Future Stars, Ichiro. Bo Bichette on the refractor, going to the Blue Jays. Nice refractor, Bichette. Horner's actually kind of came in his own last year. Then Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. Have Scott Kingery, Dubon, John Means, Seth Brown, Conforto, George Springer, J.D. Martinez, Austin Nola, Joey Gallo, Bobby Bradley, Tom Eshelman. Going to the Orioles. That's going to John Albrecht. And the O's, we have Colin Moran, Chris Archer. Probably enjoy the Pirates. Gratterall, Urena, Nico Hoerner, Jose Ramirez, Alex Young, Dustin May, Mercado, Junior Fernandez, Brian Reynolds, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Future Stars, Mariano, Josh Hader on the refractor, Mike Trout, Mookie Betts. Have Nolan Arenado, Correa, Simmons, Harper, Verlander, Torres, Yastrzemski, Trent Grisham. Jacob deGrom, we have James Marvel for the Pirates. Actually, nice signature. I was going to say, going to the Pirates. And Natalie. Well, that's three guys that aren't in the league. I was going to say, there has to be a nasty autograph in here then, right? Let's say we have Jose Abreu, Zach Collins on the Prism. Marquez, Willy Adames, Tellez, Mondesi, Swanson, Sean Murphy, Alberto, Chang, Trevor Williams, Keyboom. Now, this would have been a monster when these boxes were out. 34 out of 99. Aristides Aquino on the green wave. If you know, you know. Like, this dude, he was the chase in this box going to Tony. It still is a nice card. because he actually did have kind of a bounce back year last year, but it's nowhere near what it was when these boxes were out. That was the guy. Let's see, Bichette was a chase, Robert was a chase, but Aquino was like on that tear for like his first however many games. We have Candelario, Kyle Lewis, Victor Reyes, DeYoung, Moncada, Marte, and Buehler. If I'm not mistaken, right? Or was he on a tear before that? I know a lot of people were hyped up about Aquino, though. Hosmer, Logan Allen, McNeil, Zach Gallen, Rojas, Sean Murphy on the freshman flash, Robbie Ray, Zagura on the Prism, Blackman, Altuve, Trevor Story, Desmond, Urias, Mike Trout, Meadows, Armenteros, Guzman, Solak. We have Keen Wong for the Giants, 494 out of 499. Yeah, I mean, he went on the, like I said, I know he went on the monster stretch. I just can't remember when that was in relation to this card box coming out. I thought the box came out like right when he went on the stretch. Austin Fishbach in the Giants. Max Kepler on the refractor, and AJ Puk. AJ Puk was supposed to be the real deal too, and he was not. Mazzara, Kevin Biggio, Iglesias, Sam Hilliard, Fulmer, Boyd, Flaherty, Abreu, Ray, Max Muncy, Anthony K for the Blue Jays. Bro, I was going to say, this might be, I'm just being honest with y'all, this might be the worst box of 2020 we've opened in the group. And I apologize for that. Not that I have anything to do with it. Dylan Freiermuth and Anthony K, but that was not a pretty box. We got Max Muncy. I know we're not all the way through it. Patrick Corbin, John Lester. I think the monster was Aquino was the monster. We have Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox, Mikolas, Eddie Rosario, Edwin Diaz, Travis Dermite, however you say his damn name, Alex Bregman, Benintendi, Albies, Antrell Simmons. Man, you want to talk about a guy that's fallen off through the injury. 95 out of 99. Going to the Angels on the true green. Cody Bellinger on the refractor, Austin Riley, Harold Ramirez, Hendricks, Senzel, Ura, and Barrios. We got Jake Rogers, Noah Syndergaard, Leba, Paddock, Yastrzemski, Dustin May on the freshman flash, Mike Trout on the refractor, Logan Webb, Prism refractor, Rizzo, LeMahieu, Dylan Cease, Seager, Diaz, Gavin Lux, Lindor, Alzolay, Pete Alonso, Jimenez, Sandy Koufax, Brandon Belt, let's say Yelich, Machado, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on a cup card, Luis Castillo, Yelich, and Nelson Cruz. It was not the prettiest boxes. 2 out of 99 parallels is nice, but the autographs were not most desirable. Into Topps finest here. Look, Austin, I was trying to speak into existence, but I don't need you to ridicule me. I feel bad enough whenever we have boxes that aren't like. Look, I get not everybody's going to hit in breaks, so, like, but I do feel bad whenever, like, there isn't at least, even if you're not hitting, like, a lot of people watch breaks to see cool cards. If there's not, like, anything that's, like, an actual monster in the break, like, I feel, like, bad in general. Yeah, there wasn't a Lou Bob in there. But that's okay. You'll get about 4 Jake Burger autographs in just this mini box alone. Yeah, I know. I was going to say. I know what you were doing. go here. We got Shane Baz, Garrett Cole, Jackie Robinson Jr. on the die cut. We have Lowe, Josiah Gray, Ronald Acuna Jr., Duran, Jose Siri on the refractor, Marte, O'Neill Cruz, Cedric Mullins, Austin Meadows, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays, Mookie Betts, and Shane Bieber. 26 out of 99 on the Vladdy. Going to the Jays. And Dylan Fryermuth. Salvador Perez, Luis Robert. Have Jonathan India for the Reds. Going to Tony. This little second-year card. We'll see if India can kind of redo the numbers back to his rookie year. Second year, he wasn't terrible, but I thought he was a little bit more of a power guy. He didn't really show off a lot of power, so maybe he's just not a power guy, though. We got Lindor, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jeremy Pena, Corbin Burns, Nick Lodolo, Strasburg, Stephen Kwan, Jarren Duran, Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays just raking in the parallels here. 45 out of 50 on the Rose Gold Mini Diamonds. Oh, he's like one of those where everyone said Ke'Bryan Hayes doesn't really have any power, but Ke'Bryan Hayes like breaks his wrist. We're going to have Mike Trout and Jose Ramirez. And yeah, there's not a lot of logo on there on that one card, Robbie. You're right. His Jonathan India autograph, I'll say. He has dirt over the Reds logo on his chest. Man, there's nothing crazy happened to Mahomes, right? Did Mahomes... Oh, Mahomes won MVP. I was just making sure he didn't get hurt. Not that I have any bets out on the game or anything. I thought that maybe like he re-injured his ankle or something in practice. Nah, Ke'Bryan won't get traded. He won they signed him for 8 years, Matt. They're not going to trade him. Signed him 8 years for $8 million. I think they're going to try to build the whole team around him and Cruz. I don't know if that's the right move. I would love to see a little surprise run out of him. Be nice, a little surprise playoff run or something. The Central's good, but it's not great. We have MJ Melendez, Ivan Rodriguez. It'd be nice just because of McCutchen. Let's see. For the Diamondbacks here, we're going to have the Teal Shimmer 72 out of 175. Or the D-backs. It's going to Greg Wolf. I have Aaron Judge, Robbie Ray, Paul Goldschmidt, Bobby Witt Jr., Buxton, Xander Bogaerts, Jose Altuve, Max Scherzer, Manny Machado, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Gavin Sheets, Joe Ryan, Jake Berger, and Javier Baez. We have Wilson Contreras for the Cubs on the blue tie-dye Vapor Nike-sponsored shoes. They're going to be 158 out of 250. Hunter Green, Royce Lewis, Andrew McCutchen, Seth Beer. And then we're going to get a blue autograph, Luis Gil to the Yankees, 21 out of 150. One of the Yankees and Tom Scarberry. I really like the way the blue cards on the Finest this year just literally pop off the... They have such good pop off the visual. It's nasty. Olsen, Buxton, Trevor Rogers, Rafael Devers, Bryce Harper on the refractor, Julio Rodriguez, and Brandon Crawford. The second box of Finest. You talking about Luis Gil or Berger? I think that's the first Luis Gil autograph I pulled in Finest. I might be a little off there, but I think it's the... I mean, he's in a lot of stuff, yes. I was going to say. I have Jeremy Pena, Jose Ramirez, Jarren Duran for the Red Sox on the True Blue. That's going to be 149 out of 150. Red Sox and Brody Sanders. We have Lowe, Gray, Goldschmidt, Bobby Witt Jr., Melendez, Ketel Marte, O'Neill Cruz, Max Scherzer, Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr. on the refractor, Mookie Betts, Bieber, Baez, and Freddie Freeman on the cornerstone. We got Matt Chapman for the Blue Jays, 90 out of 125. Yo, Duran's still young, too. He still has a chance to bounce back and be decent. We have Lindor, Chisholm Jr., Seth Beer, Jake Berger. It's not like he was their top prospect or anything. Yo, y'all jinxed the hell out of the break now. Thanks. I blame y'all for this Luis Gil autograph. Going to Tom Scarberry. It was actually originally an Aaron Judge autograph, but because you guys started talking about Luis Gil, the baseball card guys literally changed it in the box. I was going to say. Going to the Yankees and Tom Scarberry. We're going to have Strasburg, Stephen Kwan, Trevor Rogers, McCutchen, Andrew McCutchen on the refractor, Aaron Judge again, and Robbie Ray. Say, y'all brought that juju on the break right there. That a Gil had to come up. Y'all called him into existence. Oh, jeez. We have Marcus Semien, Dustin Pedroia, Justin Verlander, Xander Bogaerts, Jose Altuve, Bo Bichette, Torque. We have Olsen, Byron Buxton, Joe Ryan, Edward Cabrera, Chapman, Trevor Rogers, Royce Lewis, and Gavin Sheets. Nick Lodolo, Jose Siri, Jose Miranda for the Twins on the Vapor. 158 out of 250 going to the Twins, and Thomas Foust. And Austin's going to say something about the Tom never misses, but he's not talking about Scarberry, who also never misses. Thomas Foust. We're getting too many Toms in here. We're about to be over our Tom quota. I'm not going to vote any of the current Toms off the island, but a new Tom comes in. Y'all might have to beat him up like a gang initiation. We got Matt Olson, Hunter Green, Bryce Harper, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We got a Lee Smith on the finest moments. Just him getting a Hall of Fame for the Cubs. And that's going to Mark Terrell on the Cubbies. Actually, it's kind of a cool card, him getting inducted in the Hall of Fame. But Julio Rodriguez, Crawford, India, Votto on the Reds, Marcus Semien, Trey Turner, and Mackenzie Gore, which we'll see if Mackenzie Gore pans out as a national. All right, let's get into everyone's favorite triple threads. I have Giancarlo Stanton, Stan Musial, and Jose Altuve. I have Juan Soto for the Padres, 177 out of 259. And then O'Neal Cruz, 219 out of 299. Going to Natalie on the Cruz. Juan Soto going to the Padres, which is Matt Lanier. Bro, I am the Larry Walker whisperer. But I don't know if big time Larry's coming out this break or not. We'll see. We'll get a Whit Merrifield. 9 out of 18. I was going to say, we'll get to see him in a Blue Jays uniform in every single freaking card box as well. On the orange, going to the Royals. I actually think that Merrifield could do some nasty stuff in that lineup next year with a full year. Like, if they let him be the setup man in the 1 or 2 hole, like if he bats 300 next year, he's a super utility. He could probably be an all-star in their lineup. We have fine vintage 8 out of 27 Edgar Martinez, the Hall of Famer, going to the Mariners. And Brett and the rich just get richer. I love me some Edgar Martinez. Him and Adrian Beltre. Man, I wish I should have just listened to my gut. I really didn't think Scott Rowland was a Hall of Famer. I started to invest heavily in Scott Rowland, and I looked at his numbers and was like, man, this dude's not going to make the Hall of Fame. I wish I would have. I could have made so much money on Scott Rowland shit. I think the hits they've been spread out a little bit more than you think, but yeah, there has been some multiple hits for one team or 2 teams, but I think that Brett having 2 teams makes it seem like all the hits are in one team because he's hit a little bit on both of the teams, but yeah, I can see where it might feel that way. We got Griffey Jr., Bobby Witt, and Ty Cobb. Anthony Rizzo on the 67 out of 199 for the Yankees. And Tom. Nice Bobby Witt for the Royals. 5 out of 75. Especially since they apparently forgot to put this man's autographs in the boxes. Which actually makes these parallels sell for probably more than they should. Going to Dylan. tore it up in the minors. We're going to have 15 out of 36 going to Matt Chapman and the Blue Jays. It's going to Dylan. I'll wait till I don't have any more 100 points with these stupid films on them. On the leather at the corner, one of the best gloves, third base. Open another pack of 100s real quick. I will say there's definitely been a Blue Jays heavy break, though. The Blue Jays have hit a lot of stuff. The next card is going to be Josh Bell on the 83 out of 99 going to the Nationals. And Tony Ray. So he went over to the Padres. And that Soto trade. They didn't re-sign him, though, right? Didn't they let him walk? Really been keeping up with Josh Bell. He had that breakout year with the Pirates, and to me, he's been mediocre, but guess they just don't make too many switch hitting first basemen. It's the first box of triple threads. We can get in the second box here. I'm surprised. I mean, they probably already branded it with Tatis, but I'm surprised they kept Tatis on all the boxes for triple threads. Especially after the steroid stuff. I mean, I know they couldn't pull him out of cards. I just didn't think they'd use him as the front and center man for that. I don't know who Redemption is in this, but have ourselves a Redemption. Nolan Ryan, Pujols, and Frank Thomas. You have Corbin Burns, 251 out of 299 on the purple. Probably still one of the most underrated pitchers, if not the most underrated pitcher in all of baseball. Been phenomenal. We have Jimenez for the White Sox, 85 out of 150. I think J-Rod signed in triple threads, didn't he? We have Nolan Arenado, 20 out of 27, 34 home runs, going to the Cardinals. And the Cardinals are Tom Scarberry. First time Cam Jurgensen hasn't grabbed the Cardinals in the first 10 seconds of a break. Yeah, he actually learned that in the pros, from my understanding, to throw the cutter, because I don't think he came in the majors. He came in the COVID year, was his rookie year, right? And he wasn't throwing a cutter. He was just throwing a fastball. He's throwing gas, but was getting hit. We have Dansby Swanson, triple threads, autograph, single jumbo relic, Antheist parallel. I don't know what the Antheist is numbered out of, but a nice Braves hit. Going to Joseph Bryson on the Dansby Swanson. They signed him long term. We got Alex Bregman, Willie Mays, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Jacob deGrom on the 120 out of 125 going to the Mets. And Ant Martin. Nah, man, I think Mahomes was MVP of the league. I don't think Hurts got robbed, to be honest. Yeah, Alex Bregman, 179 out of 199. One of the Astros and Greg Wolf. Got a Sonny Gray, 30 out of 36. Going to Thomas Foust. And then the Twins. And get some more 130 points for the last card. What do I already know? Oh. Austin, it's okay, man. I made sure I kept all the Max Keplers just for you, buddy. Next break, you get the Twins. I got you on Max Kepler, the German. Let's say, and we're gonna actually have, I think, the guy that's actually gonna come back and be really good, multi-masher, Cody Bellinger, 1 out of 3 on the color match for the Dodgers. Not part of the Dodgers anymore, I think. Honestly, playing on the Dodgers just became too much pressure for him. Playing with all that talent, having lofty expectations. Going to Kevin Britton and the Dodgers, though, on the multi-masher. Multi-masher. Cody Bellinger. Somebody, I really hope he bounces back, because I bought a shit ton of his rookie cards last year thinking he was going to bounce back last season, and he didn't. And I was like, I mean, they dropped, and I think they're even lower than they were. I was like, they can't go any lower than what they are. I have to go and see if he even dropped down more after leaving the Dodgers. Look, man, Bellinger's still super young, too. If he can bounce back, he got a chance to have... He has all the talent, if he can figure out how to hit again, to be a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's close to being that, but I think he has, like I said, the raw talent to be there. Let's go a quick recap of the hits. We have Sonny Gray on the memorabilia. Bregman. DeGrom. We're going to have Nolan Arenado on the 34 home runs memorabilia out of 27. Eloy Jimenez out of 150. Corbin Burns out of 299 is the purple, right? Verlander and DeGrom out of 10. I'm going to put this one to the side, and I'll message both of you guys at the after the Bowman Chrome break. We got Matt Chapman out of 36. Bobby Witt Jr. out of 75. Rizzo out of 199. Merrifield out of 18. Juan Soto out of 259. Cruz out of 299. Aquino on the green wave. Miranda on the blue vapor. Chapman on the green speckle. Duran on the true blue. Ernie Banks on the blue. Wilson Contreras on the blue vapor. Ketel Marte on the teal shimmer. Bichette on the rose gold mini diamonds. True green Guerrero. We're going to have Simmons on the true green. Julio Rodriguez on the purple. Vladimir Guerrero on the, man, I can't think of what this parallel is, chrome. Then we have Hunter Green on the purple. Getting into the autographs that aren't on the board. We have the 1 out of 3 Cody Bellinger multi-masher. Austin Barnes, 144 out of 299 Arcadia autographs. Luis Gil for the Yankees. San Martin for the Reds. Vierling for the Phillies. K for the Blue Jays. Wong out of 499 for the Giants. Marvel for the Pirates. Eshelman for the Orioles. I think Eshelman's actually still on the Orioles roster. Lewis Thorpe for the Twins. In the back row here we have Jonathan India out of Finest for the Reds. For the Cubs, Lee Smith on the Finest Moments. just the base. Dansby Swanson to the Braves, Triple Threads autograph, single jumbo relic, Amethyst parallel. Josh Bell for the patch autograph out of 99 going to the Nationals. Have Luis Gil on the finest rookies out of 150, 21 out of 150. Have Edgar Martinez, 8 out of 27 for the Mariners on the fine vintage Hall of Famer. Bo Bichette on the 11 out of 15 going to the Blue Jays. Have Julio Rodriguez on the gold. It's going to be 40 out of 50. This is probably the biggest card, even though it's not an autograph, that got hit in the break on the gold chrome going to Brett. We have a 98 out of 125 Shohei Ohtani going to the Angels and Brett. And that's the break, boys. I appreciate you guys getting in the break. For everybody, hey, congratulations. For everybody that didn't, better luck next time. Like I said, we're going to run the Bowman Chrome here. I'll try to be live by like 11. Try to be live in 10 minutes or so. I got to clean everything up and get that list loaded into the computer and everything. So hopefully we can be live. We'll go with 11:30 is when we'll go live. Appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys in a little bit.